Hello, hello, hello. Hey, yo, welcome or welcome back. I'm like dazed. I'm trying to get into the actual mind to record a reaction because I'm like, I'm kind of, I am shook. Okay, I had no idea this was happening. I love wjsn. Okay, I love them, and I'm a little bit behind on their discography, but I do remember. Um, well, I just remember my love for them. I don't remember how far behind I am. I don't know everything they've been up to. So, like, I explained in a lot of videos because the way the channel is right now, of course, I never know who's even seeing more than a couple of my videos. So, it probably bears repeating. But I say a lot, I discovered K pop in 2015. And then I kind of stopped really listening to it, and I kind of stopped being as invested in the world of K-pop and following things in 2018. So there are some groups that I like try to sort of keep up with, or at least with the music, but I wasn't really even following them. But I was interested because I really liked them, and there are groups like WJSN and Dreamcatcher that I remember I was rooting for a long time and wanting them to get their first win, but I actually didn't even know that it happened for them. But that's just kind of how lost I am to have jumped back into this world last year. So I actually was so sad because I actually thought the WJSN had disbanded, but then people are like, no, because I don't know how these contests or survival shows work. And is it Yodam? Yodam, I'm sure I'm pronouncing it wrong. Love her. I know she was on Queendom. Well, I guess maybe a few members were on Queendom. So I don't understand how those shows work. So I'm always scared when people go on those shows because I always thought it meant that they were going to be in different groups, and I didn't really understand that all those groups are just temporary, and it didn't necessarily mean that their original group or their actual group is in trouble. So I was really nervous because of course because of Taehan I found out about Queendom, and I knew that Urim was on there, or Yoram, uh, and I knew that other members had been on there. So I was like, oh man, fuck, I missed it. They're gone. But apparently not. So I guess people are just kind of waiting for a comeback. Anyway, I don't want to ramble on too long because, for one, I'm excited for this, and for two, I know you guys don't want me to. So I'm excited for this. I love Sola's voice. And then if anyone cares, my bias in WJSN is actually Unso. And I don't know if I'm saying that right because I don't know enough about a group that I'm saying I love. I really did love their music. I don't know if I knew much about them. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy to see anyone from WJSN doing anything with music. So let's go. And I am only going to watch this once because honestly a very last minute decision for me. So yeah. Oh, nice acoustic guitar right off. Ooh. There's a build up happening. Oh, this is dope. This is like and I love that little bit of build up that we got in the background. Very subtle instrumentation. Um, I really like it. Love that acoustic guitar that we had like right away as soon as it started. It's feeling very sort of indie pop. And I wonder if that's kind of becoming a trend in K-pop because I feel like there's been at least two or three songs that I've reacted to quite recently that I felt like have had that feel about them. Like early, not early, not even, like early 2010s kind of indie pop. Like, kind of Tove Lo, kind of, I don't, I can't think of many artists off the top of my head, but I love it. I'm if that's gonna be on trend, I'm here for it because that's my era. That's my that's my era. Ooh, love her. Yeah, I love her choker. Ooh, pretty. Oh yeah, that little sounds like it's the drum kit, that program drum kit that you press down. But they call it MIDI keyboard thing. I don't know. I don't know what it's called exactly. But yeah, this feels very for me. It's quite nostalgic, honestly. Oh, I'm here for it. Oh, let me tell you something right now. You do anything in a mirror, anything significant, any mirror scene in anything, and I absolutely love it. I don't know why that's like the deepest shit ever to me is when someone's standing in a mirror, they're looking at the mirror, they're looking at themselves, they're crying, or like if they're doing something different from their reflection, or like their reflection is like shattered somehow, or I just feel I just feel like so much can be expressed with a well done mirror scene, and this her first of all her standing with her back to the mirror. And then when it starts, you see the cracks form and it sort of shatters. Well, maybe not shatters, but there's slight cracks or whatever. I'm a sucker for it. It gets me every time. You can have the crappiest video ever, but if you've got a moving or a really thought provoking or provocative sort of mirror moment, it's the best thing ever to me. Oh, okay. Love it. Hold on. Was that like a little bitty version of herself? I should have given a pause warning. You know what I do? I always think I'm not going to pause, and then I do this. So maybe I'll just say automatic pause warning. Because either I'm watching it once and I'm pausing, or I'm watching it twice and I'm pausing the second time. But I'll try and be more consistent about, hey, let's just assume I'm going to pause. I love this. Like, again, mirror image, even if there's no mirror. I love her voice so much, so much. Is it more? I want to. Love that. That's definitely, again, another one that's going to be liked for me. Again, feels very indie pop. It feels very early 2010s. I absolutely love it. I love the instrumentation. I love the programmed beats. They were subtle. They weren't overpowering. I love the acoustic guitar, and I love something a subtle instrumentation like this, where it's not trying to override the vocalist for a strong vocalist like Seola. She is incredible to me. I think her voice is so unique, and I want to hear her. And as much as I love WJSN, as much as I love all the groups that I love, and all of the vocalists in the groups, and the color of everyone's voice coming together, I also really appreciate getting to hear those singers individually stand out. So that's why covers are so important, and special clips and things like that. That really gives every member their moment, because they all deserve to be heard. So I really love that, and I genuinely like that song so much. It's just very, it's such a bit, just like I said, very kind of more laid back, chill indie pop vibe, early 2010s. Like I said, that was kind of my era. like, yeah, I'm really into that, and I know she just had, it says a single album, so I think that means like just a couple of songs, but yeah, I mean, I hope it's like leading to something more substantial. I hope that means in the future they'll actually promote her as a solo artist. Um, but more than that, I would just really love if WJSN would have a comeback. Um, yeah, that would be I don't like this. I really want this ad to just kind of continue and go away. But that would be my dream, my hope for them in the future. And I'm really sad that I missed WJSN the Black. I'm really sad that I missed that era, because that was a fantastic idea for a subunit. I mean, just the people they chose, which I think it may have just been like maybe the older members, but it really worked out well. But yeah, I like that. I had another thought that I wish that I. The lyrics were like really sad. I love when songs do that. The lyrics are really upsetting, kind of, or at least the parts that I could catch. Again, I was distracted, so that's typically why we watch videos twice. But like something about the love clashes, all these things, like basically it doesn't matter how hard we try, we don't work, and it's just mad sad. But honest, very honest. But very interesting that it was, one of those videos that was just like, how do I say it? Like, that is still, the video seemed to be expressing that the conflict was between the artist and the artist. It was between themselves, perhaps them losing themselves, maybe people losing themselves in relationships, or maybe even losing themselves because of just that this idea that you're trying to hold on to a part of yourself and you keep forgetting who you are, and that doesn't have to be about a romantic relationship that it has that effect on you. It could be friendships, it could be your job, it could just be getting older and becoming jaded and feel like you're turning into someone you don't really like or don't really recognize. Yes, I mean, I think that's a good interpretation. I think that's a good way to leave interpretation for people to, take what they need from it, right? So I thought the lyrics are really good. Overall, it was dope, and I'm happy that that the members are still out here making music, because they're fantastic. Well, that's all I got, I guess. All right, guys, have a good whatever you're having, and thanks for hanging out with me again. Bye.